Democrats inviting fired federal workers to Trump's congressional address amid backlash, March 2nd, 2025. As President Trump prepares for his upcoming address to a joint session of Congress on Tuesday, some Democratic lawmakers are taking a unique approach to protest his administration's controversial actions. Rather than boycotting the speech, these lawmakers are inviting former federal workers who were recently fired under Trump's administration. This move comes amid rising backlash from constituents upset over mass firings and funding cuts, particularly those linked to Trump's efforts, in partnership with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, to reduce federal spending and shrink the civil service. In the past few weeks, lawmakers have been flooded with calls and complaints from their constituents, who have expressed strong opposition to the treatment of federal workers. The outcry has intensified after numerous reports of firings and cuts, which have sparked outrage and led to protests at town halls across the country. European Summit on Ukraine's future. Meanwhile, a European summit in London has concluded with significant discussions surrounding the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. During the summit, French President Emmanuel Macron proposed a one-month truce for Ukraine, which would involve a ceasefire in the air, at sea, and within energy infrastructures. He emphasized the importance of measurable progress, stating that while a full ceasefire along the front lines would be difficult to enforce, a temporary truce could provide the necessary space for peace talks. "We want peace," Macron said, stressing that any peace agreement should come with guarantees. He also underscored the need for Europe to bolster its defense capabilities, proposing that European countries should allocate about 3 to 3.5% of their GDP toward defense, a target that NATO plans to adopt at its upcoming summit this summer. U.S. military and diplomatic developments. In the United States, Secretary of State Marco Rubio has invoked emergency authorities to send $4 billion in weapons to Israel. This marks the second time in a month that the Trump administration has bypassed Congress to approve such military aid. The move comes as the administration continues to emphasize its commitment to Israel's security, particularly in the face of ongoing security threats. Meanwhile, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered U.S. Cyber Command to halt offensive operations against Russia, marking a shift in the Trump administration's approach to the ongoing conflict with Russia. The order appears to be part of a broader strategy aimed at encouraging President Vladimir Putin to engage in talks with the United States on Ukraine and the future of their bilateral relations. King Charles III meets with Ukrainian President Zelensky. In another significant development, King Charles III welcomed Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to Sandringham, the royal family's country home in Norfolk. The two leaders met for just under an hour, with an official from Buckingham Palace confirming that the meeting was cordial. However, as per the palace's policy, no details were provided regarding the substance of their discussions. This content reflects the key points from your summary, while ensuring the news is structured for readability.